The theme this year was Sleeping Beauty, reawaking fashion, and the dress code was the Garden of Time. And everyone was on theme indeed. Because it was a snooze fest. I was reawakened by one or two, but then they made me Sleeping Beauty, except the beauty part because I stayed up all night. A lot of beauties, a lot of snoozing. You can check out my other video that explains it more in detail, which also tells you how easy and lovely this theme in hindsight was. Zendaya showed up in a very Dior-like, practically a remake, dress by Margiela Couture. Now as a co-chair host there is a good reason to go all out. I want to love it. I do like it. At first, I didn't love it. It's alluring, it's on theme. On the runway, it served as this very mystique and dark atmosphere. Did it translate the same on the Met Gala carpet? No complaints. It's definitely a grower, and minute by minute I appreciate it more and more. The next look Zendaya showed up in was almost a little rushed. No further comment. Emrata in a naked dress. Shocker. Gigi had it in Thom Browne. I love the appearance of Thom Browne this year. Another dress where I'm like, I should love it, right? It is what it is. Gigi wears it well, and she looks very nice and sweet and Marilyn-esque. Although people usually judge from the first get-go, and could care less about the story behind. I think this perspective from Christian Cohen is interesting as well and shows another take of the theme.
Well, because it's meant to be about back in time, we wanted something that kind of referenced 1940s tailoring, Oscar Wilde, a queer icon. We're both queer and British, so an English rose I thought was perfect. And early
Quick shout out to Wisdom K. I was so surprised to see him on the livestream. I followed him from the very start. Crazy, but cool to see Matt Damon and wife show up looking like a classy, little, wealthy couple. Now this is probably the most unpopular opinion on earth, but I don't mind it. Everybody's always screaming, go big or go home. Everybody on their mama couch, not being able to name more than 3 designers. Judging people who don't show up wearing real bird feathers and a dress that you're not able to walk around in. Does anybody know what the Met Gala is about? Some people go to this event, support the cause and aren't trying to make a big name in fashion, or claiming that they are fashion or have already made their career and can relax a bit now. This clip may shed some light onto what I'm trying to say.
Tell me what to wear and I'll wear it.
Basically, our theme every year is 2 parents who left our kids at home, and I hope that it comes across.
Everyone sees this Monday as a competition, who can stun the most.
Thank you.
But a few are bound to just quietly walk through. Ariana Grande in Loewe. Jonathan Loewe had quite the intel tonight. While there have been a lot of buzz regarding Ariana's appearance, Ariana is in general more of a singing powerhouse, and that's where her focus had always been. Until recently, so with that in mind, this is very new and good of Ariana. The top of the dress is very different. It is mother of pearl. The whole look is very ethereal and beautiful and classic. However, for the Met, I can agree from the waist down it could have been bigger and better, like those dresses from the princess movies, and that would have been a moment. Maybe that would have been too Glinda costumey. Nonetheless, it is stunning. Together she arrived with her co-star Cynthia Erivo, who's dressed in Thom Browne. In a suited dress with petals all over her. It is very good, and kind of what you would expect more people would have made use of, no?
I've always wanted to be a tree, and tonight that's
Taylor
what
Russell
I'm
and Greta
trying
Lee
to
in
do.
Loewe. Love this. For Russell, the top part of the dress is supposed to mimic wood.
What's the story behind this look?
We had talked about doing a marquetry wood sort of thing, and this was what we came out with, and there was a bunch of different like renders of designs it could be, and there's all the detailing in the back, and they made hair pieces.
The whole thing is just so classy and delicate. It's a top I want to have just so I can wear it at home. It is so beautiful, and Russell wears it beautifully. Lee's dress is white lace, also beautifully made, and showcases flowers. Together the pair looks like 2 pretty little fairies from the forest. Find someone that looks at you the way Greta looks at Taylor. Next up, someone said Kaia Gerber's brand is to look pretty. She does. Quick, which one is H&M and which one is Prada? Mother of Pearl was very popular that night. They all look pretty. Probs for H&M for always pulling through next to these HF designers. Kim Kardashian in Maison Margiala. Wow, shocker. She's in a corset that is cinched in to the max. Now I don't have anything against corsets, it is very 1800 and can look quite beautiful. But, no buts, well, a big but no in this sense. Everybody knows and everybody talks about it. The dress itself is shining, just darling. And then, there's that emotional sweater. Why, she always needs a rough rag with her. She said she liked the corset because it makes her boobs look good. And then you hold a sweater over you all night. Okay. Well, it makes the look more memorable. Jennie of Blackpink arrived in a liar. Now this hurts to say, not because of the pop star and her fans, but because it is a liar. The dress itself is gorgeous, more so because of the flattering color as well. Now I don't think pop stars know nor care too much about the Met considering, well, it is an Western thing, however this would be good. At the VMAs. Anywhere else. The after party. Does she not borderline look like she could be at a Pretty Little Thing event? They always choose a short dress. To the Met. Kerry Washington in Oscar de la Renta. Such a rich color, and a beautiful train. Lovely dress. Nicole Kidman in Balenciaga. This is the Balenciaga that I know and love. She always has this look on her face, that's like, I don't give a, but I do. Because this is reawakening the old Balenciaga from the trenches it's been in. Paired with gloves, it's just right. The hair could have been better, but nobody knows how to do hair anymore, so whatever. Speaking of hair, Dua Lipa in Marc Jacobs. Now does this not look like she has to be at burlesque at 5 and then the Met at 8? Especially with her two little fellows by each side. No disrespect to Marc, did they forget her dress? I don't understand it, but at the same time I do, because this is very Dua and looks like something she would perform in. This fits her way better than when she dresses in Chanel. Let's not talk about that, or shall we? Also, it must be the easiest job to be Dua Lipa's hairstylist. Elle Fanning in Balmain. This girl will just look ethereal no matter what, so she's got that going for her. Almost like the birds Saran wrapped her, like the Cinderella she is. In all seriousness, this is beautiful. Next up, Madelyn Cline in Tommy Hilfiger. Now the people didn't care much for this. But I'm for it. It's like a modern 1800 dress. The Met Gala is a very exciting night whether you're attending, in the business or just sitting at home like you and me. However, this time around, not only an easy theme, but a theme that paves the way, so everyone can be on theme while simultaneously looking very pretty. Yet everyone was just dressed so uninspired. Checkmate. However, remember, it's fashion and it's one day of the year. The whole thing, especially this year, is very dystopian.